Pull back up the link. Pull back up the link. Go again.
All right, let me see if I can find it and send it to you. All right, but you have to go onto GitHub.
Or the website itself.
Yeah, so on GitHub, the GitHub, let me tell you what the name of it is. Huh?
Yeah, it says github.com, right?
Yeah, GitHub. So just go to GitHub and go to your main page, which is just your name, right? So github.com/Karen and your particular username, right?
Yeah.
Global navigation and link issues you create link marketplace link explore link you have no unclickable menu button collapse sub menu create new link you have no unread notifications clickable menu button collapse sub menu view profile before.
I think I hear say view profiles. I think I in my name already.
Okay, that's
You seen it right? Oh yeah, I share my screen. You seen my
yeah, right. So I seen your profile. So good. So what I wanted to do is go back to the top and type slash.
You mean on the address bar, right?
Yeah, in the address bar.
Yeah.
Right. Slash. Right. Type Karen. And 81. And hit enter.
Karen 81, GitHub.com, Karen 81 selected, GitHub document, menu button, collapse, sub menu, view profile, more, Karen 81, link, skip again.
Okay, good.
You hear my screen, right? Yeah,
yes, right.
Okay,
and
well, that's but anyway, good.
No, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right.
Right, and then you have, I want you to tab to repositories. So tab again.
Explore link. You have no unread notifications link. Clickable create new menu button. Clickable view profile, more menu button. Main landmark user profile navigation landmark overview visited link current page. Repositories one link.
Right, repositories one link.
Right. Press hit enter.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go to tab until you get to GitHub upload.
User profile, repositories one, projects link, packages link, toggle dark mode checkbox not checked. Change your avatar link. Clickable set status button, collapse, edit profile button. Hide this notice forever, edit profile link. Repository search landmark, find the repository, edit find the repository, blank. Clickable type, all menu button, collapse,
all
clickable language, all menu button,
language, new.
List with one item, GitHub upload,
Right, that's it.
GitHub upload.
Yeah.
All right.
Karen 81 GitHub upload, link skip.
Oh, yeah, here in the NVIDIA too.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. And I also seeing too, huh?
Right, so we're going here now.
Okay, good. So, right, so you're on your code repository. It should be highlighted and say code. Right, tab again. Oh, it's in tab. Okay, all right. Keep tabbing because you're on pull request. Tab.
Okay, please.
You have no unread notifications link. Clickable create new menu button, collapse sub menu.
Create new?
No. Keep tabbing.
Main network needs a guide link. I just noticed forever button. Karen 81 visited link heading level 1. GitHub visited
Tab.
List with 3 items. One user is watching this repository link.
That's you. One user was watching.
No,
That'll be me.
That's you. So tab again. Tab.
0 users start this repository link. 0 users start this repository link.
All right, tab one more time.
Repository navigation network list with 5 items. Code visited link current page.
All right, it should be on code.
Yeah, it's on code, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Tab one more time.
Issues one link.
It should say issues.
Yeah, issues one.
All right, hit enter.
Visited.
All right. And then you should be able to tab. Or you might have to press either tab or the down arrow. I'm not sure right now.
Need the guide link.
How far going?
Okay. Use one of the headings.
Okay.
Yeah, try to get the
Karen 81, GitHub upload, repository.
Clickable link permissions and pull requests for new contributors heading level 4. No next heading.
No next heading.
Right. Okay, I'm not seeing any focus on anything now. What was the last thing it said just now?
Say no next heading, but let me see what was here before.
No next element.
Repository navigation. Repository landmark, I mean.
Okay. It should say label issues and pull requests. Did you hear anything like that?
No. Something else.
Elements list dialog. Preview settings 22 of 40 A.
See about
Labels 9.
labels. I see labels is a link.
Milestones 0 26 of 43 level 0. Labels 925 L.
No, it mean
Issues there 81. Heading level 4 trial Github. Heading level 4 beta. Discussions allows community members to start conversations and ask how this link skip the content. Top visited link. Site search landmark. Visited link comment.
Okay. Now see here at the top. Now trying to see if you can get to there, but it seemed, I mean, it's not very efficient to tab like 30 times to get to this point.
no, but well, if it's a link, I could jump to the link. But what is that link or something?
Yeah, try using the link.
Because
yeah, try using link.
there is the links list there, right? So which one I link?
All right. Right. Go down to issues. One more. Go down again. Go down. No. Issues visited. I think go down again because I think we passed that one. Go down. Actions. Go down.
Security 20 of 43 level 0. Insights 21 of 43 level 0. Settings 22 of 43 level 0. Discover issues 23 of good first issues 24 of 43 level 0. Equals 925 of 43 level 0. Milestones 0 26 of 43 level 0. 1 open 27 of 43 level 0.
Okay. Yeah. Choose open. Let me see.
1 open 27 of 43 level 0. Issues Karen 81 Github upload Google Chrome. Issues Karen 81.
No, there's a modal a dialogue that is blocking everything. So, right. Okay. All right. Here's one. Let me go to your page and see what starts here. All right. So, GitHub.
You made that type in password? Oh, yeah, very.
I don't type in your password. I just need to know your username.
Right. So you don't need to totally hammer thing, Sean?
That help actually my mom bought some hand there. Tastes real good boy. All right. Okay. All right. So now seeing what's happening here. All right. So the page that you're on, it says this repository is empty. All right. So which we know. All right. No problem. All right. Code repository. I'm going to issues. All right. So then in issues now. Right. Which is uploading your project. Okay. All right. So Karen, let's go to your let's go to Visual Studio Code. All right.
Close this browser.
Don't close it.
All
right. I could find the link, the information for you, and I'll send you the link to get to the actual instructions now. Right. Because it could be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, open in Visual there. You could do it from Visual Studio Code too.
Yeah. So I can send you the link that you need to actually upload the information to your repository. Right? But we still need to find an efficient way to navigate GitHub because tabbing alone wouldn't work for us. All right?
All right, so VS open.
All right. So I want you to go to the extensions in the menu. So you may have to, yeah,
Info.
just
Info.
tab,
Like photo, reviews, quick help, fair programming, and much more.
I may have to press what?
tab, tab to get extensions.
Navigation landmark. Active view switcher toolbar. Export search. CTRL shift source control. CTRL shift T. Tab left source control. CTRL shift T. Run. CTRL shift T. Tab left run. CTRL shift T. Extensions. CTRL
Right.
shift X. Tab
Right
left
here.
extensions.
Yeah,
CTRL shift X.
press enter.
Selected expanded complementary landmark. Search extensions in
All
marketplace.
right. And I want you to search for GitHub.
Search for Git.
Yeah, GitHub.
One word, right?
Yeah, GitHub, one word.
Type it out or wrong.
Yeah, type it. GitHub. Right. Okay, good. The very first one, which is GitHub pull requests and issues. So select that and install it.
Extensions list. Level 1 GitHub pull request additions 0.22.
Right.
Right.
Press enter.
Install.
Extensions found in the marketplace. Application complementary landmark. Extensions list toolbar. Install button. Space. Virtual document. Installing extension.
Right.
Installing extension GitHub pull request additions.
Okay, very good.
That's all right. This all right. This navigation all right.
Yeah,
So
so inside.
Self-explanatory.
All right, good. Right, now I want you to come out of that menu now, and I want you to tab down to account,
Escape.
right? So GitHub pull requests and issues is installed. So now we just have to log into GitHub, right? So
come out of the system.
Yeah, come out of it. Right, go back to the main menu. Right, you might have to tab until they get out of that.
List with 4 items how to build and run link HTTP. Architecture link HTTP. Make and forward. Code of conduct link HTTP. Navigation landmark. Active view switcher toolbar. Explorer. CTRL shift E. Tab left explorer. CTRL shift E. Search.
Trying to
CTRL
get.
shift F. Source control. CTRL shift.
Right. Good. Yeah. Oh, so tab.
Run. CTRL extensions.
All right. Tab again.
GitHub tab connects GitHub.
One more time.
Manage toolbar. Account sign.
Right. Press enter.
Kevin join.
Right. You might use your arrow keys.
Turn on settings.
All right.
Turn on sign in to use GitHub.
Right. Sign into GitHub. Press enter.
Navigation landmark. Title Google Code. GitHub for VS Code. Google Code. GitHub for VS Code. Heading level 1.
Right. You could use the button. You should be able to get to continue. Use like a button shortcut.
Yeah.
Key.
Authorize application. Link skip.
Right. Look for authorize GitHub. Next button key.
More information about this request button. GitHub link. Skip the consent link.
You should be able to use the button. Yeah.
More information about this request button. More information about this cancel button. Authorize GitHub button.
Yeah, authorize GitHub button.
Right. Enter.
Password document. Main map.
Right.
Password. Edit focus. Protect.
Right.
Ada
Put in
pun
your,
password.
yeah, put in your password.
Batakan wala to panjasan macam.
New list. Visual Studio Code. Okay. Error gun is not.
Apa dia sih batakan to.
Error gun is PR.
Yeah, good day, guys.
New list. A. C.
Good day, Kevin.
Kevin.
Accounts in. Okay. And pass through email.
All right.
120 password.
You just connecting Visual Studio Code to GitHub.
Email. Google. Password. 123 321. 1. 120.
What you could do, Kevin, is open up Visual Studio Code, open GitHub, and I want you to install the GitHub extension. I'll show you how to do that just now.
Confirm password button. Password forgot. Password edit protected selected. Confirm password button. Sudo mode. Contact info landmark list with 4 items terms link. Main confirm. Co-op application authorized. Back. Please link click here to continue. GitHub for VS Code. Banner manager heading level 1 graphic. GitHub for VS. GitHub for VS Code.
Okay, it says an error. All right.
Why is it? Why is that?
Okay. It says, oh no, an error occurred. Please restart the sign-in process on the editor. So go back to the editor.
Because of this.
Extension. GitHub for requested. Extension. GitHub for requested issues. GitHub Visual Studio Code. Extension. GitHub for.
All right. Go back to the account again. So, yeah, go up. Yeah. Hit it. No, back down. Enter.
Menu. Command panel. Settings CTRL 2 of 11.
Watch out, this is wrong thing. Listen.
Menu. Turn on settings. Sign in.
Right, sign in.
Account. Untitled Google Code.
All right, so continue.
Continue. No next button. No previous button. No next button. No previous. No previous button. Banner landmark. GitHub for VS. Main landmark. Continue button.
Just make sure you have the right. Okay, it says success now. Okay, so a pop-up just came up. Open Visual Studio Code.
You see all right. Right, I get it. Good.
All right, open.
Agent wants to open Word. So GitHub. Open button. Focus Auto. Extension. GitHub for request editions. GitHub Visual Studio Code.
It's supposed to be open there, right?
Yeah. All right, so that is one. And then the other thing we need to do is open your terminal. So I
Command
want you
prompt.
to, yeah, but let's see if we can open terminal here in GitHub, right? So I want you to press Control and the, oh gosh, should I call this a key again, boy? Is jeez. It's right next to the number one. I just spelled out.
Alright.
I think it's a backtick they call it.
Oh, you mean the exclamation?
Control
No.
backtick, not exclamation.
Number one, you say?
Yeah,
Number
it's
one next to
left
number
of
one.
number
Yeah,
one.
but oh, that backslash.
Not backslash, not a backtick. It's kind of like a quotation mark, but it went backwards.
Which one is that way?
But it's right next to the number one, to the left of it.
Number one as in number one on the number, or number one on the quote.
Number one on the you know, at the top of your keyboard, we'll go from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
Yeah, yeah. But that's a grow. Oh, okay, but that's all right, no problem. Control on that.
Yeah. So control on that.
Right here, right?
Yeah. So it should open. If it doesn't, I'll check back.
Well, it seems that not because I pressed it on and I don't have anything.
Okay.
Yes. That is left of number one, right?
Yeah, it's the left of number one. All right, so let me just double check this.
That's like a
all right.
scroll.
Press Control Shift plus backtick.
All right.
I just forgot the shift. And see anything come up?
No, I ain't hear nothing.
Extension. GitHub for request editions. GitHub Visual Studio Code.
GitHub pull request on that was there before.
It works for me, but see how it works for you.
You have a remote now. If you want to request remote, let me see if you could activate if you want.
All right.
Extension. GitHub for request editions. GitHub Visual Studio Code document application.
All right, so just give me control.
Yeah, give me a control there. Did I?
No, it didn't change.
Okay. I'm moving my mouse there, right?
Yeah, I see him moving.
But I'm not sure why.
GitHub,
why that has go out of focus? Why? That's my question. I don't know why that remote request from Zoom always goes out of focus. See, I can't get it now.
Okay, we'll continue. No. Alt and F4, I mean, Alt and Tab again, not Alt and F4, Alt and Tab.
Extension. GitHub for request editions. GitHub Visual Studio Code row 1 column. Meeting controls row 1. Meeting controls window.
No. Alt and Tab. I'll tell you when to stop. Alt and Tab again. One again. Tab again. Tab one more time. All right. No. You tab too many times.
Oh, well, okay. Alt and Tab again.
All right. Tab 1, 2, and then the third time it should get it.
Right here?
No, one more time. Right. You're on it now.
So when I'm gonna release now, what's gonna happen?
Oh.
Miss something? Yeah, man, I get you there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's see.
So how are you, Mr. Kevin?
Yeah, how are you?
Hmm?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, well, probably not as good as you, but are they?
Yeah, so Kevin, so I mean, I got it to open up Control Shift and the backtick, but I'm not sure if you have the same thing on your computer.
Well, based on how you tell me, the left of one on my computer is like, you know them graph and tilde them accent Spanish symbols.
Yeah, the tilde. Yes,
Right,
it's
right.
just
So is it correct
it's
thing?
that same key
Yeah.
with the tilde.
Man, I'm not sure why not working here. It open it
Okay.
when you press it open it.
Yeah, it opened.
Don't make joke now, man, Sean. Why? Let me try it, bro. Close it off. Let me try it.
All right, no problem.
No, not. Yeah,
I'll
close
close
off
it.
the editor. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
I just closed off the terminal. So go ahead and try it now.
Control Shift and all right. Well, all right. Anything on there?
Nah,
Let me try next control, which shouldn't matter, but all right. Yeah. Anything on there?
nah, nothing changed.
So what's the difference?
Yeah, like you,
Okay.
like you know, are the same keys. All right. Control Shift tilde, and it works. All right, no problem. So,
Like we could do any command prompt CMD too.
yeah, you could even command prompt, but then remember, you're switching between command prompt on and GitHub. I mean, Visual Studio Code.
Yeah.
When you can easily use terminal in Visual Studio Code,
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
right?
We
All
don't
right.
got
So,
was it okay? Okay, that's a shortcut. No, nothing. No other way to get it, right?
yeah. All right. So what you could do, see if you could start typing from in the terminal, right? So
Right.
just type git.
Right now, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. All right. Config. So space config space dash dash global. Right. Space user dot name space and put Karen 81. Oh, with the capital K, I think.
Oh, capital.
Oh,
Okay.
you had it. It's capital K. Anyways, I think it
I
should
don't
mark.
think so. Yeah.
All right, Karen 81. All right, so hit enter now.
So it's right. Git space config. What can I type? I can't remember everything I type there.
Git config dash dash global user dot name and then your username for GitHub.
Okay.
All right, good. And then if you want to check it to see what it changed to, you could type git config and then yeah, and hit enter. Okay, well, faster way would just be say to type git config.
Git space config, right?
Yeah, git space config user dot name and hit enter. Right, so you change it, Karen 81. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create a new file directory, right? Okay, so I want you to go to file to the to create a new file. Let me see if I can. If there's a shortcut key for that, that's the Control N, right?
Control N, right?
Yeah, Control N. Okay, good. Right, and we're going to just write a little bit of markdown here. So you're going to put, you can put asterisk, asterisk.
Left parent.
Yes,
Down left parent. Star. Star.
right? And then you could see this is, oh, you just put, yeah, this is README.
This is readme.
E.
Yeah, README document.
D space D O C U M E N T.
All right, and then asterisk, asterisk.
Okay, no spaces, right?
Yeah, no spaces,
Document. Star. Star.
right? And we can just leave it at that. We don't need to write any more markup. And just save it, Control S,
Oh, usual thing.
right? Right. And you're gonna type in readme
README.
dot md.
Readme dot.
MD,
Yeah, md.
medical doctor.
M.
Yeah, right, and save.
All right, so
This is readme document untitled one Github Visual Studio.
Okay, good. Right, so you have the readme document, and you're gonna Control N again.
Untitled one editor.
Right, and then you're just gonna put something like slash what boy? You can say like slash dot git.
so what do we really do here?
All right. So this just telling it to ignore a directory called git, right? It could be anything, right? But I say slash dot git means to ignore the dot git directory, right? It could be slash whatever subdirectory you want. It could be like slash node. If you had a node modules directory and you didn't want that to upload, you could put slash node, right? So you can actually put enter slash node, but we do have a node directory.
So you have git. So we put slash git.
Yeah, dot git in this case. All right.
So press
And
enter.
just press enter and then press Control S. Right. Now this is just you put GitHub.
GitHub untitled one Github.
There's backspace off.
No, I that's not.
All right. Okay, you have G IT.
IT.
Suggest list.
Right.
One to one.
All right, and then hit enter. Let me see if
No.
it should change it. Oh yeah,
Say
I have
change.
these. Okay, it's just gonna change. Anyways, it doesn't matter at this point. Just press Control S and save. And
What
type
quite?
git ignore git. Put actually go back one. Put dot git ignore.
Dot gig.
Dot git ignore. Yeah. Yeah, and continue. Just add an E to the end of it now.
Yeah. Enter it.
Right, and hit save. Yeah. All right, nice.
So they read me. What I did earlier. What is that about now?
Okay, so the README is what your GitHub repository is going to show when anybody goes to that page. So when somebody goes to Karen and they go to that specific repo that you have here, what they will see is that message. This is the GitHub repository, or this is a README document.
Okay,
right?
just like how you have a README file that associated with certain programs.
Yes. So this is like you telling the person what this repo is about.
I understand. Cool.
Right? And you basically write that in a language called Markdown, which is fairly simple. And we will go into a little bit more as to how Markdown works and what are some of the more common syntax that you could use. So you don't have to remember everything.
I think I'll join too.
Okay, nice. All right, good. So I want you to go down to the terminal now. So I think you could Control M.
Control M as in Mike, right?
Yeah, Control M.
Pressing tab will now move focus to the next focusable element.
All right, you press Control M, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just go ahead and tab out of that now and go down to the terminal.
Where are we going to?
Terminal.
Terminal.
Right. Yeah, so tab.
Can reach your terminal actions.
No, you're in PowerShell. Tab out to that. Tab again.
Split terminal. CTRL shift 5. But fill terminal button. Maximize panel size button. Close panel button. Document. Terminal to edit.
Right. The focus is good. The focus is on terminal now. All right. So what I wanted to do is type git init.
GIT space IT, right?
Yeah. You might have a backspace of that end that you have there. So just backspace.
NPSC user
Right. Good. Now type git init. Right. Hit enter.
Initialize empty Git repository in C. Users parent 1 document TS Github Git TSC. Users parent 1 documents Github.
Good. So this is the very first thing you do, right? All right. Good. The next command is pulling it up here from your repo. Would be, I'm gonna paste it because it's very long, right?
Oh yeah, you are control.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna paste it for you and then tell you what it is. Ooh, my bad. I have to go onto your. I realized what I just did there. It wouldn't work. Okay. So let me go to your browser. Where is it?
Address and search bar edit as autocomplete CTRL-T. T unselected. Press tab to search GitHub. GitHub.com parent 81 select GitHub for VS Code document. Heading level 1 graphic GitHub for VS Code. Parent 81. Link skip the content. Banner landmark visited link common. Main landmark user profile navigation landmark repositories 1 visited link. List with 1 items GitHub upload visited link heading level 3. Parent 81 GitHub upload. Link skip the content. Banner landmark visited link common. Global navigation landmark link 4 requests you created. Link issues you created. Link replace. Link export. Main landmark repository navigation landmark list with 9 items issues 1 visited link. Button out of list repository navigation landmark list with 9 items visited link current page issues. Clickable issues grouping upload in your project visited link. Upload in your project issues 3 parent 81 GitHub upload. Link skip the content. Banner landmark visited link common. Global navigation landmark link 4 requests you created. Link issues you created. Link replace. Main landmark clickable using the command line button expanded. Expanded.
All right. So the command itself is git remote add origin and the link to your repo. Right. So I'll just go it over shortly. Oops.
So I'll need to type those things anytime I have to load something in Git.
Yes, you would have to. Why it didn't copy? Good grief. All right, I'll have to type it.
TSC user parent 1 TSC user Git space.
Git remote add. Origin.
HTTPS www.github com/APRRRYYNN space 11 parent 81 / origin HTTPS www.github.com parent 81 ITTID space AUU DT GitHub
All right. All right, so I just type it in. So it's git remote add origin HTTPS, which is the full link to the GitHub repo, right?
Git remote add and a link.
Yeah, remote add origin and the link. Now there's a simpler way to copy. So let's say I already had a repo here. All you could have done was you could just put git clone. So in the event that this doesn't work, we will just go to a simpler method, which is git clone, right? All right, good. So that worked. So we had git remote add, which I add everything in here. All right. So we're gonna just say git add. And then you put a dot. The dot signifies all the files in the repository. All right, so what you're gonna do with git add is you're gonna stage. So you're gonna tell it, here's what I wanna add all these files to upload them to GitHub. All right, you follow me?
I think so.
Okay, git, the git is what starts all the commands. Add is what stages is what you tell is when you're telling GitHub that I want to add these
Add something.
files
Right.
to upload them to the site, right? I made
Right,
some
right.
changes and I want to add these files,
Yeah.
right? And the dot says I want to add all files. If you wanted to add a specific file, you would put the name of the file.
Okay, so
right?
that's why if you just put git add and dot.
Yeah, git add and dot. But if you wanted to add, like for example, only the readme file, you could have put git add readme.md.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So we just did that. Now we're going to do git commit. So you're telling git, I just added these files. I wanted to upload them, but not yet. Wait until I tell you to upload them, right? So when you say git commit, commit now says, here's what all these files I told you to upload. Now go ahead and upload them. And I'm going to give you a message to go along with it. So you could say git commit -m, and then you give it a message. And in this case, the message is initializing repository, right? It simply says that this is you can name it whatever, right? It doesn't have to have a specific name.
Okay.
Right? Right. So we have git commit -m initializing repository. So when somebody else goes on your repository, they will see this commit, and then they will know what it is that you were going to do with it. Right?
Okay.
So you're going to hit enter. Right. And now it says initializing repository, 2 files change insertions plus. So it tells me that that push should have been successful, right? Okay. And what we're going to do now is just do a git push. Actually send it to the site. Right? So git push.
Push fail. The current branch master has no upstream branch. To push the current branch and set the remote as upstream. Use git push set upstream origin master. Fail. The current branch master has no available. Your battery is running low. Window. Close button. CLC.
Oh, it says your battery is low.
Let's just charge it one thing.
All right. Close.
GitHub Visual Studio Code. GitHub Visual Studio Code document. Application.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So git push.
Galaxy J7 is going to meeting room.
Git push -u origin
name. Error SRC reps name does not match an error. Failed to push some reps to HTTPS. www.github.com. Error 81 GitHub. Error SRC reps name does not match an error. Failed to push some reps to HTTPS. www.github.com. Error 81 GitHub. Error 15 documents GitHub. Git space. ETSU SA push space. ORR. IIGIN origin space. And TSC unit there 15 documents get by GIRO space. Space. Dash PU space O. TSC unit there RTI TSC INN origin space. FAINAN name error SRC reps name does not mention error failed to push some reps to HTTPS.
Why didn't that work?
Huh?
All right. I'm just trying to figure out why it's telling me error. Maybe I put in the wrong thing. Git push dash u origin master. Okay. Just okay, so it didn't push. There's another way in which I could do this.
Same thing happened last week.
All right.
Status bar button. Changes button. Container Github stable studio code document. Connect to Github window button.
Oh, okay.
Container Github stable studio code. Container Github stable studio code document. Title Google Chrome. Authorize application Google Chrome. Authorize application. Link skip the content. Name network setting level 2.
All right. I just authorizing you. Yes, your GitHub because apparently didn't fully authorize it.
Git credential manager button. Git credential manager authentication succeeded. Setting level 1 authentication succeeded. You may now close this tab and return to the application.
So we have to try now. That's good.
All right. It just came up. So let me see if I can push again and hopefully it will work this time. All right. Git.
Sean Melville is controlling your screen mode.
All right. Okay. All right. So it went through Karen. All right. So it was just the authentication that needed to happen. So let's just create another file and we will do, let's say something like server.js just to create a file. Right.
Press Control N.
Yeah, create a new, yeah. Press Control N.
Application name landmark untitled one editor.
Server.js.
Yeah, just name it server.js.
No, what to type in? Anything?
No, you don't have to type anything, just save it.
Oh, okay.
S and type server.js.
Like JavaScript, right?
Yeah, and just save. All right. Okay, good. Right. And the next thing we'll do, we'll go back down to the terminal.
Yeah, tab button here.
Yeah, Control M.
Control M.
All right, tab.
I'm tapping on nothing.
No, you're still in the file. Press Control M.
Pressing tab will now move focus to the next focusable element.
Right.
Right, and tap down. Right, so go down to the terminal.
Maximize panels, close panel button. Document.
Right, so I wanted to do git add.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and write git add.
GIT space ADD.
All right, git add. And type after that server.js.
Space SER server.js.
Enter, right?
All right, yeah, hit enter.
JS.
All right. I didn't see anything, but assuming.
Confused a bit, but still, all right. As I go along, I understand a bit, but I still a bit confused with the different things you type in now.
Different thing. Okay. Git init is where you start off with an empty repository, right?
Yeah.
Then you do git, in this case, add remote origin, because you want to make a link back to the repository that is on GitHub. Okay, right. Then you do git add dot.
Yeah, that's add all the files.
All the files.
Right.
Right. Then you're going to do git commit.
Yeah.
That says these are the files that I want to push.
Added.
I've made all my changes. I want to push this to this. I want to put this onto the repository. And git push is that final push that says, here's what, send all these files to the repository. Right? So
it's basically like steps then.
Yes, it's steps.
Oh, so instead do it like like in a GUI system, like a Windows, you tab, enter, down arrow, enter kind of thing. This you're using commands.
Yes. Yeah. Right. You're using the commands. No, I could walk. You could use this. You could use GitHub. You could use the built-in controls, which has a part of the visual interface of Visual Studio Code, but it wouldn't help you that much because you'd have to tab to source control, to commit, and then push, and then you had to tab to another part down at the bottom of the screen to pull and to push. So it is too many to get around to do the same thing within a couple of commands. It's much easier to just do it in the terminal. Right? All right. So one other thing I wanted to do. So if you had git add, the next thing would be to type git commit -m.
Yeah.
commit space -m.
Yeah.
Right, and then after you put the -m in quotation mark, you can put something like add server.js file.
Add what? Add server.js?
Yeah.
That's it.
Right, and then close quotation marks and hit enter.
Oh, because the first one we did git commit, yeah, remote. This one is git commit and the server.js what we did earlier, right?
Yeah, so we committing that, and then just type git push now.
What do you git push mean again? Oh,
push to send all the files that you committed to the server.
Right.
Right, you type git push. Okay, so let me just check to see if that went through.
I didn't press enter and push.
Okay, go ahead and press enter after you type git push.
Yeah.
All right, what did it say?
Just say push.
Say push.
Server.js Github Visual Studio Code. Server.js Github Visual Studio Code document. Application complementary Yanmar. Server.js Github Visual Studio Code document. Application complementary Yanmar document. Terminal to edit link.
Okay. No, I didn't see anything go to the server, so we need to figure out what's going on.
You want to work with the others and thing and we'll come back if not.
All right, so let me see how I can help out Kevin.
Aaron and Kevin are wrong.
Okay. All right, so okay, we'll go ahead and stop sharing your screen.
Hey guys.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I sent Karen a message on Friday telling them that I'm not sure if I would have been able to make it today.
Yeah, I told
I
Sean.
am here, but I'm not here. I'm basically just listening in today. I don't have access to any systems or anything like that. I
Oh, okay.
basically just want to be here to kind of absorb as much as I could, just by listening.
Okay, sure, no problem. All right. Well,
But I should have the new system by next Saturday though.
new system. All
Windows
right.
10, and I'll reinstall everything and get myself caught up with recordings and everything like that.
All right, wonderful. Well, if you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'll respond, right?
All right, awesome.
Not a problem. Kevin, let me see where you reach.
Well,
The remote still in progress, I'm sure, or the remote
No,
finished?
no, I stopped it.
Okay, right, good. All right.
I was restricted by the screen share because the mouse wasn't moving properly and it wasn't I couldn't move the screen to do anything. I was just listening all the time.
Okay, okay. All right, well,
Sean, I'm coming out. Give me 1 minute, right? Cool.
well, let me see if I can help you out here. So if you just go ahead and share your screen, and then I'll see you. Yeah, I should be able to control your screen if you give me access. All right, nice. All right, so what we need to do is you need to get to GitHub.
So open up on your screen. The screen blocking now.
Okay. Right, and then you're going to take me to your repo specifically. So you'll type slash okay, anyway, look it down there. So just go down, yeah, click on that. All right, and then scroll down.
Yeah.
Okay, and we should go to GitHub issues. Okay, I think you scroll too far down. Yeah, issues. Okay, and then go down a little bit further down. Right, you see where you see closed. Click on the issue. Yeah, click on closed. Yeah, click on it. Right, scroll down. Right, up, uploading your project.
So what we're gonna do here with this now? This is
All right. So this is going to give us the instructions that we need to upload some files from Visual Studio Code onto GitHub. Right? Now we have a code repository, but you have no files in your code repository as yet. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so good. So you see you have, scroll down, you were just on it. Right, you see the activity moving your local project. And the very first item on the list is using the command line. Okay, so you're gonna use that. Click on it. Right now you have two options. You could use command line and you could use Visual Studio Code. Now I'm going to show you both because you wouldn't have a problem, right? Okay, good. So I wanted to leave this up on the screen and I wanted to open Visual Studio Code. You could just minimize the page.
We're minimizing this thing, right?
You can press Windows M for shortcut if you want. A keyboard command.
Mm-hmm.
Visual Studio, is that? Hello?
Yeah,
Visual
you're not able to minimize it.
Yeah, I'll bring it down already. What are they going to now?
You have to open Visual Studio Code. No. Visual Studio Code is on your computer already, so you don't have to search for it in Google.
It might be on your desktop, Kevin.
Okay. Kevin, you have it coming up?
I'll click it. Right.
I'm not seeing anything happening.
Loading still.
Okay.
Right. It's up. You seeing it?
No, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, let's switch windows. Okay, good. Yeah, I've seen it now. All right. All right, nice. So what I wanted to do is to open folder. Okay, good. And I want you to create a folder. You could right click. You might want to do it inside Kevin.
Nah, I have a file that I just have everything now we doing here now.
Oh, okay. Sure, no problem.
To create an next folder within that.
Right. Okay. So I want you to create a folder named GitHub-uploads.
GitHub-uploads.
Yeah. Not slash, dash.
Dash.
Yeah,
Oh.
easy dash there. Upload.
Is it?
Yeah, and then hit enter and select the folder. Right. See select? Yeah, go ahead. All right, very good. Right, so now what I want you to do is create a new file. You can press Control N.
Control N.
Well, or you can just click on the new file link. Okay, good. Right. And we're just gonna type asterisk. Right, and type readme file.
Sorry?
Readme.
Readme. Yes. Readme.
Right, space file. And then asterisk. Right, and then Control S to save.
Control S.
Yeah. No, Control S. You have to hold Control and then S. If not, you could go to the file menu at the top left and select and save it. Yeah, go ahead. Right, so type readme, readme.md.
.md.
MD, yes, M as in monkey and D as in dog. All right, and hit save. All right, now this is important. The name here is important because this particular file, the readme.md, is what everybody sees when they go to your repository, right? It's what describes what this repository is about.
Okay.
Okay, and the MD is all about markdown, right? So the asterisk is bold, right? It tells the computer to bold the README file title that is written there.
Right.
All right. There are a whole lot of different markdown syntax which we will learn. Some of which I'll probably just give you like a what do you call this? Like a cheat sheet. Right, so you can be familiar with all the commands, but you don't need to memorize these things. Anytime you need to know how to bold something, italicize something, create a table, you can just look it up.
All right. So create a folder name readme.
Right. So
we enter information into that file, into that folder, the readme folder, into the GitHub.
Yeah. So this here is just a file name. It's not really a folder, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a file that shows up by default in GitHub. If you had named it any other thing, it wouldn't display on the home page or the repo. Okay.
No, but we created a GitHub folder, correct? GitHub upload.
Oh yeah. So GitHub has a folder or directory, what they call a code repository. So we will go to that just now, and you will see where this README file shows up.
All
Okay. All right. The next important file name that I wanted to create, you have to press Control N again to create this one. Right. And just put something like /.git. Oh, yeah, forward slash dot, not dash.
/.
Yeah, .git. Right. Right. That's just saying ignore all files in the name .git in it. Right. But for now, don't worry about this. Just save it. The more important thing is what the name that you're gonna save this file as. Right. So Control S to save.
They can use the mouse when they're doing this one.
Yeah, you could use a mouse.
All
right. So I wanted to save it as dot. Remember, no, dot at the start. Dot. Git.
Dot.
Yeah. Git. GIT. Ignore.
One word, right?
Yeah, one word. Right. Now the name here, as I say, this is important. This tells you, this tells Git, these are the files that I want you to ignore when you're uploading all the files to the repository. Okay. All right, so go ahead and save it. Okay, I think you did a little bit of a mistake here. So I want you to save it again, but this time without the .txt on the end. So you might have to put everything in common letters.
Oh. So what are going back? What are going to now?
You might have save as instead. You don't know, don't close it. Just go to File.
File. Right.
And then save as. Right, and just make sure the G and the I are common. All right, save it now. All right, good. So now is the correct format, right? Okay, good. All right, so what I want you to do now is to go to Terminal. Terminal is at the top, very top of the screen, Terminal. Right, new Terminal. Right. All right. Now I can't see, but what I want you to do is type git init.
Git T lower class, right?
Yeah, git and lower common letters and space and then type init.
INIT.
Yes.
One word, right? Or separate?
Separate words. So git is one by itself, init by itself.
Right.
All right. The other tell me what it says because I can't see anything on your screen.
No?
I said you gotta tell me what it says because I can't see anything.
As Git in it.
Right. So when you press it and you say enter, tell me what the response is.
It says Git is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or batch file.
Okay.
People do it.
You probably put it together as in one. I want you to type git space init.
Right, it says Git is not recognized as an internal or external command. A problem.
Git not working for you? Okay. Okay. Type git dash version. Let me see if git works.
Git dash
version.
Mute. Currently unmuted. Alt A.
Right, enter. It says git dash version is not recognized as an internal or external command, a public program, or batch file.
Oh, you probably okay. Let's see if you have Git installed properly. Minimize Visual Studio Code, and let me see if you have Git on the but minimize it. That's the maximize. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, going now?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I still seeing Visual Studio Code.
So the bring up Git.
Right. So, do you have Git installed? Because I'm not, because I still seeing Visual Studio Code. I can't tell you what to do next. Okay, I see a change to the browser. Minimize again. I need to see a desktop itself. Okay.
See in the desktop?
Right. So I see you have Python there, but so I remember we did Python. Now we need to install Git.
I don't know what these people are doing next door by me here.
I think you probably didn't install Git. So what we need to do is go back to your browser.
In the browser?
Yeah, go back to your web browser. Right. Go to a new tab.
Sorry?
A new tab. Yeah, leave that one open. Open a new tab. Right. Type git.
Yeah, Git
Okay, I didn't see anything come up. Dash SCM.
dash
SCM.com. All right, nice. Right? Yeah, and then we're gonna look for the download. The download section. We need to get the latest, which is source 2.29.2. Yeah, download. Right, and you want the 32-bit version. Windows setup, not portable.
it says 32-bit.
No, cancel that one because they chose the portable one. I want you to choose the Windows setup. Right. 32-bit, get for Windows setup. All right, go ahead and save it. All right, tell me when it's finished so we can install it.
Okay.
Okay, good. So I see it's done. So just open it and run it.
Yeah.
Okay. And well, I'm not seeing the setup running, so tell me if it's
Asking it if it do you want to allow the following program to make changes to this computer?
oh, say yes.
Right, then it has the license stuff.
Right. So go ahead and click next. Right, next. Okay. All right, click next. Next. Go up and change that from Vim to see if you can find VS Code. Visual Studio Code. You want above it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, next. Okay, let Git decide next. Right, yeah, go ahead, next. Okay, next. Yeah, next. Yeah, go ahead, next. All right, next. Okay, next. Next. And you can probably check that.
Install.
Yeah. That's it.
You ever UTC account from?
No, thanks.
Okay, so say this money is in US. Please put it for savings. So what I do when I come, Joe and Isabella and all of them have UTC accounts. I just put their money into their account. She moves it out because I don't have an account for her, so it's really future. All right, but again, you get it for something.
Okay.
So this is a new version of Git then.
It's not really a new version of Git. So Git, you have Git and you have GitHub. So far you've been working on GitHub, but you're supposed to use Git with GitHub. Git is like a language that is used to transfer files, whereas GitHub is a repository that uses Git for the transfers.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What a click here now.
All right, so go ahead and actually launch batch so you can check on it. Yeah, and just hit finish. You don't need to view the release notes.
So leave this.
Yeah, uncheck the view release notes. All right, and I just want to launch batch so we can actually test it out. Right? Okay, so what I wanted to do is type git -- version. Right, and hit enter.
It says Kevin at Kevin dash PC, and it gives MINGW.
Okay, and that's all it says? You might, if you could bring down the screen a little bit more from the that particular window, I'll be able to see it.
On that batch, it says git version, git dash dash version, command not found.
Command not found. Oh, you need to put a space. Git, type it again. Space,
Space.
dash dash version. All right, hit enter. All right, nice. Okay, good. All right, so it works. All right, so close it off. And we're going to go back to Visual Studio Code. Okay. There's one thing that I want you to do first. So go to extensions, which is on the left-hand side.
Extension.
Yeah, that you see that little block there with the square? Yeah, click on it.
Right.
Right, and then search for GitHub. You have to type in the search bar.
Oh.
Right, and the very first one should be the issues and pull requests.
GitHub pull request.
Yes, install that.
Install it. Right, we go install. So install succeeded. You seen it, right?
Okay, yeah, I see it now. All right. Good. Right. Next thing I wanted to do is go down to the little you see that account on the left, the little icon with that represents a person. Go down. Right. Yes, that one. Accounts. Sign in to use GitHub. Yeah, click on it. Right, continue. Yeah, go ahead and authorize. All right, put in your password. Okay, let's do it again. Don't know why it didn't work, but go back to Visual Studio Code. Right, go to accounts.
Sorry? Yeah, what you said?
Yeah, go to accounts. Sign in, yeah. Right, continue. Okay. All right, go ahead and open URL. You see that link that just popped up there? All right, go ahead, open. Good. So we should have access now to load files onto GitHub. Okay? All right. So I want you to go back down to the terminal. Right, yeah, terminal down there. You was just a terminal. Go back down. At the bottom of the screen. Terminal, yeah, click there. Right. And scroll all the way to the bottom. You could use the scroll bar on the right hand side.
Going on anyway.
Now going on. All right, click into it. Click into the screen. How about try using your arrow keys? Let me see.
No, it's going on.
All right, close it off, close off that terminal, and let's just open it again. Click the X.
Yes?
No. The X, there's an X at the bottom of your screen on your right hand side. The right hand side, go to the right. Go up a little bit. Right, yes, that it. Yeah, correct. Right. Now go back to the top of the screen, go to terminal. In the menu at the top of the screen, go to terminal. New terminal, good.
Okay.
Yeah, click on it. All right, good. Right, so I want you to type now, git, right, space,
Get space.
config, space, dash dash, you type in dash dash,
But I hardly hear you this thing and
sorry, dash dash,
get config dash dash.
yeah, dash dash now. Right, global,
Sorry?
type global.
I hear nothing you say.
Sorry, global.
Mute. Currently unmuted.
Global, Kevin. GLOBAL. Global.
Some noise thing in my
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I know I hear it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. But you go back one bit. Go back, backspace, backspace. Yeah, the backspace is space between dash dash and global. Right. Type global now. Right. Space. User. Dot name. And space. Right. And you need to type in Kevin. And the name of the account that you created for GitHub. So you might have to go to your browser. Kevin, go to GitHub and let me see what you go to GitHub. And let me see what you created. Go to your project, GitHub here. Or go to the left tab, leftmost tab. Right, so you are Ben 43.
Ben 43.
Yeah. Right, so go back to Visual Studio Code now. And type in Ben 43.
All lower class.
Yeah. Right, hit enter. Why is it saying Git is not recognized? Even though I'm scratching my head. Kevin, close off Visual Studio Code and let's reopen it again.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 6 squares, so I'll leave it, right?
All right, no problem.
All right. Okay, take care. Bye, everyone. Aaron and Kevin.
Sure. All right, just restart Visual Studio Code. I'm sure we could get this online, man.
Visual Studio Code.
No. Yeah, Visual Studio Code, close it off. Yeah, you're on it right now. Click on it.
This.
Click on close window. And then restart. Go back to the, yeah, updating.
Maybe I was missing updates.
All right, so go ahead and reopen it. All right, so you have to go back on your desktop again. All right. All right, so let's go back to terminal again.
Click new terminal.
Yeah, terminal already open at the bottom, so you just need to go down there, right? Yeah, so let's just do a quick test on this. Type git space -- version and hit enter. Okay, good, works. All right, so let's go git space config space -- global space user.name space, right, and you're gonna put Ben, I think it's Ben 43. All right, hit enter. Okay, good. Right, now you're gonna type git space config space -- global space user dot email space, and you're gonna put your email there, the one you use to sign up with GitHub.
Okay.
Okay. .com. Enter. All right, good. All right, now that we there, so good. So what we need to do now is, right. Okay, so you're gonna need to, you're in this folder, Sean Melville. All right, I want you to type CD, no, type ls first, type ls, enter. This is not I recognize command. All right. Okay, type CD space, right, and type GitHub dash project, no, dash upload, GitHub dash upload, and hit enter. You can't find the specified part. All right, let's go to file. Open folder. Right, click on that. Select folder. All right. Oh, okay. We in the folder. All right. So that is the reason why. All right. I want you to type now git init space init.
Init one word or separated?
Yeah, init is one word. Hit enter. All right, very good. All right, let's go back to the website on GitHub, and we're going to copy and paste the next line.
Yes.
Go back to uploading. Yeah, that first tab. Right, you see that next line, number 2, git remote add origin. Right, copy git all the way, all the way to the end. Right, copy that. Right, and go back to Visual Studio Code and paste it.
Paste it here.
Yeah. Right, and hit enter. All right, very good. Right, now you're gonna type git space add space and put a dot. Right, now what this does is tell Git to stage all the files that you have in your repository. So these are the ones that you want to upload, right? So press enter. Good. Then you're gonna put git space
Space, right.
commit.
Commit.
Yeah, commit, COMMIT space -m space. Right, then you're gonna put open quotation marks. Right, type initializing repository.
Put just
Or just say start new project. Easy, whichever one, it doesn't matter, but just say start a new project.
Start new project.
Yeah.
That's easy. No space, that's together.
You can put spaces. Start new project. Right? This is just a comment that you leave in here, right? So you can put anything in here and then put close quotation mark. Right, and hit enter now. Good. Right. Now the last thing to do would be to type git. Not yeah, git space push. I hit enter. Okay. The current branch has no upstream branch. Okay. Okay. Type git space push space -u space origin space master and hit enter. Let me see. Okay, I think that worked. All right, so now go back to your onto the website on GitHub. Right. Scroll to the top. Right, go to code. Right, and scroll down. Let me see if anything was pushed to the site. No, it didn't. Refresh it. Didn't seem to push. All right. There's one other way we could do this. Go back to Visual Studio Code there. All right. You see that go down to you see that blue bar at the bottom of the screen? The blue bar.
Yeah.
Right. Go down, yeah, go down there. You see that little cloud with the up arrow? Next to the word master.
See.
Right, click on it. Okay, good. Oh, so that's the problem. You need to sign in with your browser. So click on it. Click on sign in. Right, authorize. Okay, go to the tab, the tab on the left. Left, yeah, click on it. And let's just refresh that page and see if it works. All right. So now your files are there. So that's as simple as that now. So all you have to do is just press on that little arrow to push all the files to GitHub.
This.
No. You were in Visual Studio Code. Now you could click, if you click on that same arrow there, you could download all your files. So
Oh.
if you click on it, yeah, go ahead. Right, so somebody could click on download zip, and all those same files you just uploaded there will be downloaded as a zip file, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you have multiple ways to transfer files. So you see how quick and simple that is to upload these files to GitHub. Now, what GitHub will allow you to do is to store files and share it. You could collaborate with other persons, like for instance, myself, Karen. We could all comment on your code and give you feedback on it,
Okay.
right? And what it also allows you to do is to upload your files to another server like Amazon, um, Microsoft Azure, etc., where your files could be hosted on those cloud services, right? Which allows you to basically deploy it for other people to use like any normal website,
Oh, so that's
right?
behind the scenes.
Yeah. So this is like the where almost every single website hosts their stores all their files before it goes live.
Oh, okay. We had to have a website first before I do that, able to do that.
Yeah, so you would have your domain name and you would have your hosting provider. So your hosting provider could be GoDaddy or it could be a typical cloud host like Microsoft Azure, IBM, Oracle, Amazon Web Services. I'm just calling a few off the top of my head because those are the ones that most websites are hosted with, right? But that certainly is not an exhaustive list.
Yeah, nobody go daddy. But you had to pay for your site to be on the platform or whichever
Yes.
site.
Yes, see, that's something you typically would pay for. But for our what we will be working on, I will provide the hosting as needed for all these files, right? So whenever we come up with ideas, we may work on the same thing at the start, but then you might have ideas and you might want to work on something. Whatever you're working on, at least from now until the end of April, I'll be able to host it and test it out, right? Due to like credits that Microsoft has provided me with,
Oh, okay.
right?
I actually want to have my own website, but how I want to do it is, um, as you remember, I was doing the transport thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually put up something on GoFundMe and the GoFundMe page. That's a whole story about myself and what the reason for the website, the reason for you know asking for funds and so on. So I put up all that already.
Right.
Well, I have it running right now. But it's on the TT GoFundMe page.
Oh, okay, okay.
Up some pictures and stuff. If you go there, you'll see it there.
Will send me the link now so I can check it
Yeah,
out.
I'll send you the link.
All right.
The link. And well, as I know, I was doing the transport thing. Well, that's just for funding sake, but
Yeah.
I want to have a website actually, so people
Right.
can sign in and become a member, and we can start gathering all the persons that interested in the service, in registering for the service.
Right.
And,
So you see how you have this idea already fleshed out in your mind?
yeah,
That's something that we could work on building, and this is something that you could build on your own,
yeah,
right? I mean, you just getting some guidance from me, but the main thing is the idea, how you want it to work, and then what we could do now is to look at all the different, um, you know, software tools, whether it's software languages, like for instance, you have Python, you can look at Node, which is uses JavaScript. You can look at a bunch of different things, but those are just ways in which you can implement it. The main thing is, what is your website supposed to do, and how is it supposed to function, and we can work from there to develop it.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And you did link, send it to your email or what?
You can send it to my email, or you can send it to me on WhatsApp, and I'll take a look at it.
All right.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Cool. So
What
go ahead.
is the plan for the next session?
Right. So the next session, what we will do is we will go a little bit more into like issues and pull requests. As you see at the top of the on GitHub, there's GitHub issues, pull requests, and of course code and actions and all these other things. These allow us to collaborate effectively. So I'll go a little bit more into how that works and how we could use it to comment on code and to address issues like maybe bugs. So if somebody looks at your code and see there's a potential bug in it, you could actually create an issue. And then if, let's say for example, someone created an issue, but you weren't able to solve it, but I looked at it and I realized, wait, now I could solve that problem for you. Then I could create is what is called a pull request. And what a pull request is a fix, right, that I created for your code that you could review and say, okay, yeah, Sean did I'm thankful that, you know, I created, you know, something for you and you decide that you want to include it in your code, right? And that's way you're able to improve on your code, right? And you didn't have to do anything else except just merge, review the pull request and merge it.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Everything's still kind of confusing now, but I know after a little while it is practicing, and you know, as we go into a little bit more, I may understand.
Yeah, yeah. It will take a while because we went through a lot. Firstly, we went and we set up all these different and programming applications. Like you had Node, you had Git, and you access GitHub. We have Postman, and you know, it was all about just simply setting up the main things that you would need to use in order to do development, right? Visual Studio Code being number one, and GitHub being another major tool. Now we're looking into how could we use Git and GitHub to transfer our code files to a repository that somebody else could use to review our code, and we could collaborate on it online.
Oh, okay. So
right?
Next session.
Yeah. All right. So as you see, that's finished. So I think the only other thing you need to do now is just go back to that repository and close the final issue. Right. So go back to GitHub. Right. Go to issues. Yeah. Right. I think it should. All right. Go down. Right. It has public or private repository. I think you click on that. Yeah. Public or private repository. No, at the bottom.
The bottom.
Yeah, look at there. Public or private. Yeah, click on it. Right. So you can scroll down and you can read it through. So this just talks about the different types of repositories you could have. And in your case, you created a public repository, right? But you could very well have a private repository, and that means that only collaborators could see the code.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right. So you could go down now, all the way to the bottom and close the issue.
So like that is something like logging out or something else.
Yeah. So closing the issue says that you're finished dealing with that particular issue. Let's go on to a new issue. So for example, let's say let's say on a manufacturing floor, and there was some issue with one of the equipment, right? And you're doing maintenance. Somebody might open an issue and say this piece of equipment is not functioning correctly. And what you might do is you might go troubleshoot it, check it, make sure it's working properly. And once you are done and you're satisfied, and the person who was using the equipment is satisfied, you would say, okay, good, let's close that maintenance thing, right? So it's the same thing. All right. So go to the bottom and you should see new issue came up there. So go to next issue, go up. Right, yeah, click on it. Right, and so it says, oh, nice work, you're done.
Okay.
Right, and then they'll give you a few little tips for you to work with. So, right, and it'll tell you what's next. You could check out the community starter kit. You can look at release space workflow. There are a couple of things that you could do next if you want, right? We will touch on some of those, but for the most part, that will be up to you to go and check out some of those other things, right?
It's come like a lesson here, though.
Yeah. So this whole thing was a lesson, right? And then there are multiple lessons. Some of them very specific to certain languages. Others more or less just teaches you how GitHub works.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we finished this lesson. This lesson is one of the more important ones because this is how you're able to share your files.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right, cool. So we're done for today. All right, so next week what I'll do is I may have to review some of this with some of the other guys if it is that they didn't do it. I think they more or less should be, okara with everything. And then we will move on to actually like creating, markdown files and understanding issues and pull requests and more or less just navigating GitHub.
When you share a screen, like say if you share a screen like how he was doing it with the other guy, my screen is freeze up now, that's can't do nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was just watching, trying to pick up what's going on,
Right.
So I if there's any other way could do this thing, or you do it one by one until
Well,
we get
for now, I kind of doing it one by one because I know everybody have their own unique challenges in a sense, right? So I have to work it through. Hopefully, as we get a little bit more experience with it, we will be able to move faster.
I like my typing skills.
Man, you're good. You don't have to worry too much, man.
I'm familiar with the keyboard, and because my work is keyboard work, computer.
Right. You can handle your stories. So the way I see it is, Kevin, there's a lot of potential and you have ideas. I just here now to just give you some guidance in terms of how you implement them, right?
So I will send the link to you and you'll check it out. I'll write up a story about I'll think about myself and my problem issue with me being differently able and stuff and how going through problems with transport and a little bit about my life now. It's short life story.
Right. Well, so all that is part of it, and you see how you write that up. That you could create a pitch, what do you call a pitch deck, right? And that pitch deck allows you now to present it. Usually it's about 10 slides, and so you would tell a little bit about your story. You would tell a little bit about the problem and the solution that you have to offer. Maybe talk somewhat about the requirements in terms of the funding that you need, and of course how you're going to create revenue, right, or profit for whoever you might be investing in you. If you're doing it as like, for example, let's say you're going for after grant funding, you may have to talk about the sustainability of the project because a lot of times they may not necessarily just give you funding, unless they know that you're able to sustain it in the long run. So it all depends on how you want to go forward, but I could give you some tips and we could work from there.
All right, no problem.
All right?
All
All right,
right.
man. So take care.
Yeah,
We will link up next week.
yeah, blessings.
All right, man. Take care.